go in detail about. So this is actually going into the back office. So if you're actually a member of Exitus Elite, if you log in now and look at today's email, you're going to see that we're actually starting to talk about those changes in a little bit more depth. It's still a little gray. He's not going in all in detail yet because it's not been pulled out yet. And just like any kind of business really should do, y'all, when you have got changes coming, you don't set a date and say, okay, January the 15th, we're going to be rolling out on this day. The reason why, y'all, and this is honest truth, even though everything may be in place, everything's tested, everything works, all the pages work, sales pages, everything, website pages, whatever, there's always going to be something. It seems like anytime that you have, coding taking place, there's always something that takes place at the last minute that winds up putting you, a day behind or even, whatever. And what I've learned is you can have a really good business with good potential, with good, the what am I looking for? The purpose of it, whatever they're trying to do, whatever they're trying to bring out. Everything's right, but if they set a date and you don't hit it, it has a tendency to make people very unhappy or, and stuff like that. So by not putting a date to when something's rolling out is actually kind of a smart thing to do. And then when everything's ready to go, then you just, unleash it then, and then everybody be happy. There's nobody that's not, is going to be whining and complaining about it or anything of that nature. All right, so this is what we're looking at, y'all. First of all, it's talking about Happy New Year, stuff like that. This is going to be the biggest update yet. Now, y'all, if you've caught my last video, which I got a lot of compliments on, I appreciate everybody talking about the last video. I kind of just let go in that one. But let me show you what we got here. First of all, the pages itself that's got the the people giving their testimonials down here lets you look at the view products and stuff like that. In a 17-minute video, I don't think anything needs to be changed. It's just been it's a good page. And I've actually implemented it into my sales funnel so people go to it before they even sign directly up, because I'd like for them to get a viewpoint as to what the pages that we got here and the fact that they'll work for you. They'll absolutely help you, get sales. So at this point, I don't even feel personally that we even need new pages. But because of all the changes that's taken place, I mean, even, let me show you this one right here. I've talked about this one a couple of times. I really think that these pages are updated enough, and the fact that you can only get the real emails anyhow before they even get a chance to look at it. They cannot look at the business at all if you use the default, tools itself that come with Exitus Elite. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because of the fact that it's always going to create a real list for you, and I think that's very powerful. But the fact that he's looking at taking all these pages right here, if you notice the phone's moving a little bit, most of these stuff is interactive. I slid down a few minutes ago. All this stuff would popped up on the screen. This is the part where I did slide down to. I wanted y'all to see it. The Genesis packet, G100, 250 to 500, 1000. Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and tell you this, y'all. I want to give a congratulations out to, what's this young lady's name? Miss Janelle Honorary. Janelle Honorary, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She came in and she upgraded. She was already in my business from 2016, so she even updated to be pushing Exitus Elite for 2019, and she also went ahead and upgraded to where she was at to a higher level in Exitus Elite, which is absolutely incredible. It's awesome when you start to get start getting out and getting seen, getting heard enough, and that we start to provide the right kind of tools, with these landing page sales pages and things of that nature. I've created that Frank's created in his sales funnel as well. These things are going to convert. They're already converting, and it's bringing people back to life that were in it in 2016 when we got in it. So I think it's absolutely incredible. And yes, y'all, to be perfectly honest, even though there's a G100, G250, G500, and I'm tickled death that anybody wants to come in at those levels, in my viewpoint, y'all, Access is still a $1,000 business, and everything you do is going to push towards that way. Well, I'm not the only leader that's got these ridiculous ratios of $1,000 commissions compared to everything else. And so, I had another guy recently. His name is Roy. He came out the G500 about a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago, whenever it was, and now he's going to the G1000. So again, it's everybody, even when they come in low, they're still going up to the G1000 because the sales funnels we have and produce, y'all, are going to push G1000. And if you're not part of it, you're going to wind up losing money. That's basically what it amounts to. And you do understand that the G1000 gives you the G500, 250, and the 1000. The G100 right by itself has got 84 videos. I mean, it's one of the best lower ends I've seen. Absolutely. All right. So let me get back on track with the email itself. So he's talking about we are introducing 2 new optional Genesis products that can be used to promote any businesses. All right, and look at this. So not only that, if you wish to purchase a resale rights license, you can do that too. This means that you can have all 3 products to offer your new members an opportunity to make $1,000 or more on every sale. Now, what this is basically meaning is, y'all, is that everything we've got, the G100, G250, G500, G1000, none of that's changing. You don't want to touch that. If anything, you might be adding more stuff to it, like the G100 or whatever that may be. They're not changing anything that already works. We are trying to separate ourselves, to be perfectly honest, from people who duplicate what we do and try to make success off of that, like other big businesses and some small businesses that you don't even know about yet that have been doing the Paul Stevenson for a long time. There is one business, y'all, that only do they look like Exitus Elite. When I say Exitus Elite, I'm talking about the default pages. When you go inside the dashboard itself, it's identical to that. Not only that, it's word for word. Literally, the text on the pages are word for word that's been robbed from Exitus Elite. That's just ridiculous, to be perfectly honest, to see something like that. So, I mean, in a way, it's the biggest compliment you can ever get. And the fact that how we get paid is absolutely incredible. And the way we get paid immediately, and most of the time it's $1,000 commissions. If not, people are going to go up to it anyhow. It's just a matter of time, y'all. Plus the pass-ups itself and overrides for the ones that don't do it. It just becomes one of the smartest businesses that I've seen. And no matter where somebody comes in at, they're going to wake up sooner or later and realize that they've got to get their butts in gear to get to that higher level, or they're going to be winding up losing money at the ratios that we have. It is a ratio game, y'all. It absolutely is. The G1000, like I said, and all the packages is over here in the first one. Consider this as one part of the business. Instead of being all the business like it's been, it's just one part. The second part is going to give you another option. Does not mean you have to, y'all. And please, I want you to understand that. You do not have to. It's going to be another option to make $1,000 for that section. So this is section 2. Now, so I'm going all in detail on that. It does not have detail here yet, so I cannot tell you much about it, but I know it's going to be pretty decent. The third section is going to be another section that you can make $1,000 in. Now, something that has not been said here that I know that's coming is going to be another way that's going to be, I felt like people needed a way to put their foot in the door. I really felt like what they needed was a low-end section or something like that. And I'm not talking about $25 or anything like that. We're not adding anything else below the G100 at the moment that I've heard of anyhow. There's going to be a way that people can make money even when they come in the door without owning the packages yet. Not only that, the people who own the packages are going to benefit from it as well just because they brought you in. And it's not carved in stone yet, but I can tell you it's a good way to let people come in the door that maybe didn't quite get what Exitus was Elite about, to be honest. It's going to make them be a sign-up. And what's most important to me, y'all, anytime I got a free business, I don't know if you know this about me or not, I want them to be around the right people, the right Facebook group. I want them to be around me, seeing me, their sponsor or potential sponsor, being active, showing I believe in my business, prove progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift, just like I just did a second ago from this young lady right here. That's just a. So I wanted to put that in as one of the things, to show people. I appreciate it, when people send me messages like that, things of that nature. But the fact that we're going to have a way in, that the cheapest way or a free way, and that they can get into the Facebook group and see people like me posting where I make $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000, or watching one of my downline just come in 24 hours making the first $1,000, and I'm only one leader when there's so many others that are doing the same thing, and all of us together, it makes the right kind of environment. I was honest with you, I don't need updates. I love what Exitus Elite has got. I love the packages it's got. I love the emails that go out that actually work. I love the fact that we get real emails. And I'm not even adding Power Lead Systems. You know, I'm like the biggest cheerleader for Power Lead Systems in the world. I love Power. That's how I got free from a job. But even if I didn't have Power Lead Systems and I was green to the gills, man, somebody brand new to online business, I know I could take these products, get excited about it, get excited about the owner who's in this Facebook groups and is accessible, and run with it, man. All you got to do is show people that you believe in your business, be a beacon for your business, apply action, and people are going to connect with you. They're going to watch you at minimum and go succeed, man, and go succeed. You know what? I've seen before, y'all. This is God's Not Truth. I got in the business I was so excited about. So many people were watching me. A lot of them didn't say anything. When I reached $10,000 because I was busting my butt. Now understand, I did not get caught up because Jim Bob over here didn't jump my business, and I thought he would do great. But Jim Bob was watching me. And here's a big tip right here, y'all. Big tip. If you know somebody who's going to be a beast in online business, don't treat that person any different than the greenest person that you just got in. You plant the seed. You tell them that you're there, show them that you believe in your business. And if Jimbo is that sharp, y'all, if he is that sharp, he's going to be watching you. If you want Jimbo, the sharp guy, go succeed, and he will eventually get in. If Jimbo's that sharp, he's going to be watching you, watching you're going to do. If you got to get Jimbo, it's not your business. It's Jimbo's business. If you think, I've got to get him to make this business, it's not your business. It's obviously Jimbo's business. And that's what I'm telling you. There's so much strength by just going out there, planting the seeds. Don't treat anybody different. I don't care who they are. I don't care who they are. Go put your head down. You plant the seed and go to work, man. Go get go get all these new people in. And when you do get new people in, look for the ones that's applying action. And be there for them. Be accessible. Always answer people's questions, stuff like that. But make sure you aren't wasting your time dragging a dead horse. Just because somebody came in at the G1000, you would think, oh man, I'm looking for it. I appreciate the money, absolutely. They got the tools, they got me, they got everything that they need to make it. Our cell phones, everything. If they want to really make it, they're going to make it. But without them applying action, I'm better off to go help the G100 person who's out there applying action, asking me the right kind of questions. You know when the right kind of questions are, y'all? I'll tell you when. When they're in a Facebook group applying action, they don't have any pride or any issues. And they're going out there and asking the right kind of questions like, hey, y'all, I'm having problems with this. What are y'all doing to get past this? This guy here, I would work with all day long compared to that G100 dead horse, even though I made $1,000. And I'm going to be there, and I hope they wake up. I really do, man. And of course I'm going to be there and to be accessible. And I tell them the answers, y'all. I tell them in every video. I tell them on a message if I can send it to them. Tell them on the phone, whatever I can do. But until they apply action, y'all, there's nothing I can do for them. I cannot drag a dead horse when I have a whole slew of other people that want to do the business or getting in. You got to be smart about your